All right, our first comedian is, my eyes are so bad. My first comedian, she is a retired teacher, which I find impossible to believe, but she is a retired teacher, a single mom, a skydiver, all things that are very, very dangerous. Okay? And she is coming here from Newark, New Jersey. Please welcome, and I'm going to get the name wrong, and I'm apologizing now, but I'm not going to. Please welcome Adrienne Coglinton. Come on up.
How's everybody doing this evening? I personally think that women, we got the short end of the stick. The short end, okay? Women do all the child care. When the kid is sick, we have to stay home. The cleaning, it's just, we make 59 cents for every dollar a man makes. That's really like unfair. And then the men don't want to get married. You know, it's like they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? But now the women are like turning against marriage. 80% of women are against marriage. And they're saying, why buy the whole pig when I only want a little sausage? and that, you know, it just makes me think about, I wish I was born during the Woodstock time in our history. They just seem like they had it all going on. They could be stoned all the time, have sex all the time. There was no AIDS. It was just a great time. What do you call a person who remembers everything about Woodstock? A liar. But I just wish I was born in that time. Another thing that's going on that's inequality is something that's still going on right now, polygamy versus polyandry. There are some men that have 2 wives, 3 wives, 5 wives. What about women that have more than one husband? Okay? So you get into the cow, okay, can handle a lot of little sausages, but the pig can't handle a whole bunch of cows, okay? And it, you know, I just wish I was a hippie chick back in that time, and you know, that time is gone. I'm now doing online dating, and it's not fun. You know, online dating at midlife is really, really, really hard. And you know, the guys that I like don't like me, and the ones that like me, I don't like them. I don't know what that's about, but that's been my experience. But I'm not going to give up, because I might be lucky like some of you happy couples in here tonight one day. So there was a gentleman that I knew for a couple of years, and he's a friend. He's a really nice guy. He's really nice. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to make this thing work. Because the guys I've been picking out, it's just not working. So I'm going to make this thing work. So we had a nice date. We went to the shore, and we went to this nice seafood restaurant. I had flounder francaise. He had Alaskan crab legs, big crab legs. And I took a gummy because I wanted to make sure my mood was correct. So I'm just enjoying the dinner. I'm looking out the window, you see the beach. Our food is good, and I'm like, this is so peaceful. I could get used to this. And so I'm just marveling at it. So I started talking really fast because the gummy kicked in, and I started talking really fast. And I'm looking at him, and he's just not saying anything. His face is like blank. And then I started calling his name, and he still wasn't responding. So then I said, hey, and he fell in his plate. I was really shocked. I was shocked, embarrassed, scared. I didn't know what was wrong. So when the ambulance came, this really happened. This happened. So when the ambulance came, you know, at the hospital, when we got to the hospital, they pumped him up with fluids. So he just snapped back. Like, you know, you have a plant and it droops, and then you water it and it snaps back. So he just snapped back. So I'm driving us back to his place, and he started criticizing my driving. He was like, you're driving too fast, you're in the wrong side. And I'm like, you must be feeling better. So I pulled over to the rest stop, and, you know, I let him drive home. So, you know, we're still friends and everything. And recently he asked me, did I want to go back to that restaurant? I'm like, no way. But then I thought about it. I'm like, that's not fair. You know, I can't hold that against him. He can't help it. So I treated him. We went to the Benihana Hibachi's place. I love that place. And so we were sitting having dinner, and then he had this blank stare. I said, don't do that. And then, you know, I look around, I'm not paying attention, and I turn my head. He has a 3rd-degree burn now. Anyway, that's bad that I'm making fun of my friend that got sick. But I'm trying to come up with some material for this. So, another thing that's a pet peeve of mine is, well, first I want to ask you, what do you call a puppy with a fever? A hot dog, okay? Now, one of my pet peeves is something going on with people with pets, right? I've had pets before, but they're kissing the pet on the mouth, they're sleeping in the bed, they put them in baby strollers. They're just doing all this stuff. It's like, what is going on with these pets? And so, you know, I like animals, but anyway. So I heard the story of this woman that her friends gave her a surprise birthday party, and they really did a good job. They had her office mates, family members, friends, and they did a really good job of keeping it a secret. And she didn't know they were inside of her place. So she comes out, they're getting ready to say surprise. She comes out completely naked with peanut butter, okay? And she said, here, Skippy, here, Skippy. That is like so embarrassing. I could never do anything like that. Just darn peanut allergies. But anyway, I'm gonna, something that I realized in that whole scenario is that choosy moms choose Jif. Good night, everyone.
I was enjoying that so much I forgot I had a job. Good job. Adrian Congleton, everybody.